Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Portal Stories Mel. So, in the last recording, I was dragging a bit, frankly, mentally, um, as far as solving the last three puzzles. I'd been playing for a few days, and no longer really have that excuse because I've slept since then at least twice. Uh, so I should be fairly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as much as I personally can be. We're probably very close to the end of Act 4, and Act 5 may very well just be a solo boss fight. It
Hey, we're
probably
finally
would
at the
be a good
production
idea.
facility. I've been able to find a rail a bit further on. I'll meet you up ahead.
It probably would be a really good idea to have more of a multi-tiered, um, multi-segmented boss fight. Even in Portal 2, you kind of have just like this one boss fight with uh, GLaDOS, and then you have a boss fight with Wheatley that is kind of a just repeated, uh, slightly modified version of that.
Good. You should find a way out of this test chamber before your portal gun's black hole violently implodes. Anyway, beyond one of these walls are catwalks leading to the end of a manufacturing line.
So, one of the problems with the last puzzle was the fact that you needed to shoot the laser beam through a window, where the game really had not established that as an idea, and it should have been instead one of the red walls with the lines that then would have allowed you to potentially throw a cube through the red walls with the lines. So maybe at that point they needed to establish the idea that um, maybe they needed to more establish the idea that there would have been a um, more uses of glass, or that the red walls themselves would allow laser beams to go through them. Uh, it kind of doesn't make sense visually though that the red walls would go through them. I don't know if I'm supposed to actually solve this puzzle. That's definitely one of the things that kind of constantly occurs, is that, do I walk on this? Oh, it's flooded. Wow. It's flooded, but you don't sink to your death. Okay. Will the laser burn this over time? I don't think it will. Interesting. So, it might be a fairly decent solution to this if you could just find, like, a way to get an object to float somewhat. I just got an achievement for touching the rail, touching the fire thing. So apparently I can't stand on this long enough to trigger that. And if I do solve it this way, this clearly almost certainly isn't the way they meant for me to do that. I don't know how that really helps me much though. So we are back to figuring out a way through here.
We're
No.
going through the weighted storage cube manufacturing. It's now or never. We've got to make our move on Aegis and destroy it before this whole place floods. Once you get out there, though, it'll have a beat on you in minutes, so we can't stop moving.
So they didn't even really want you to solve this puzzle. I bet this puzzle probably is solvable, but I bet that there is like no going back now, and I bet there's. Let's see if we come over here. You die. Interesting. Uh, it's almost certainly not worth spending a lot of time on this.
We're finally at the production facility. I've been able to find a rail a bit further on. I'll meet you up ahead. Good. You should find a way out of this test chamber before your portal gun's black hole violently implodes. Anyway, beyond one of these walls are catwalks leading to the end of a manufacturing line.
Yeah, almost certainly there's a crumbled door back in that direction. Let's see. Can we put a portal on that wall? We can't put a portal on that wall. But then when you would have to pretty much then have a cube just in like perfect position. Yeah. So we would have to twist this a little bit this way, put it down, come over here, hit that wall, and then just, wow, that angle does not seem particularly great. Like, I don't know why the angle is tilted like that, really. We're almost there. So then I guess it would be just a matter of, can we get a slightly different angle by putting the portal slightly differently. That one is almost perfectly where it is. It's weird, certainly. Weird that it's so twisted like that. It really doesn't feel like it should be. There we go. So if I put it right there, let's see if we can move it just inches, possibly over, probably not. I almost certainly need to pick this up and then rotate it a little bit more that way. Blue there, orange there. Just more twist. put it down very carefully. Went a little too far in that case. And I think it probably does have just everything to do with the angle of the lens. I don't think you're going to get a change here, so that's too far. Pointing it right about there. You need it, like, I'm trying to put the exact center of the box as close as possible towards pointing. Got it. And there we got an achievement for doing that. So, yay. Doesn't mean anything though. I'm probably missed out on a few achievements on this anyways.
We'll be going through the
But that
Wayland
was
storage
fun.
cube manufacturing.
Nice
It's
little
now or
warm
never.
up.
We've got to make our move on Aegis and destroy it before this whole place floods. Once you get out there though, it'll have a beat on you in minutes. So we can't stop moving.
So I opened that door, I got another achievement, end of the line.
Organic threat presence shown on scanners. Reacquiring target.
That was quick. Better keep moving.
We're not, I suppose, going through here. And we can see some boxes here. But unless there was some secret, I don't think we're doing anything with the boxes. I don't think we're really in a good position. Look how collapsed these walls are. That's something Portal 2 never did, and probably a good idea because you wouldn't want to start creating weird angles. It's a little weird for there to be these emancipation grids in areas that tests weren't
Where
happening.
they test if cubes are actually able to press buttons. It's some vital testing. A cube that can't press buttons, it's a total waste.
Okay. You can see a whole bunch of cubes getting put down and then pressing buttons. This would be a really great point for like the heart-shaped companion cube to show up, but I think they pretty much only want in the Portal universe, I suppose, and then frankly at this point we should just call it the Portal universe. They probably want there to exist only one companion cube and one companion cube alone. They probably don't want you to see a bunch of them. And I'm still partial to my own personal theory that companion cubes, if there were multiples of them or not, were actually where GLaDOS like crammed all the bodies after she gassed them all, and so they made a human clearly sit here and watch this. Also, that would drive a human crazy. We probably needed to activate that to open this door. Is there something down here? A lot of just floating facilities still. Okay. So they want us to be able to somehow stop a cube from pressing the button. Or we're supposed to shoot a portal through that area, which I don't see how that would help. See, a cube stops here. What are we missing? Okay. So if I could get up there, then I could grab a cube, and that would fail the test and stop it. So oh, okay. So that part is not part of it. We're just gonna come over here and grab a cube.
You should be able to slip through the door if it opens. Don't stay too long though. Those doors will close with 5,000 pounds of pressure.
So we're not stopping the cube. I feel like there's probably an achievement for stopping the cubes, but you can't grab them. So we'll just sneak by, I guess. That's apparently all we needed to do. That kind of feels like something that you could have had in an earlier section of the game. But whatever, we're having a little bit of falling action after some, difficult puzzles. And there he is. We haven't seen this guy in quite a while. I guess unless we had tricked the whole system to leave the door open forever, then we would have been trapped. And here's like the edge of a cube, and inside we see it's hollow, non-canonical solution there. He's just looking at us and not talking to us, alright. I don't know what sound that was that just created. Oh, you can just walk through the door.
Did you know that Aperture Science weighted storage cubes have to be bulletproof?
So we're just going through the storage cube production where we went through the turret production in Portal 2. It certainly explains why.
That cube wasn't strong enough.
Like, we now know why the cubes are
Human offices
bulletproof.
are up those stairs. There are no cameras in this part of the facility, so aliens won't be able to trap us. Still, we've got to take him out if you want to leave this place. Anyways, if you go through the offices, I'll go through the service areas.
And yeah, he seems to just be going through this rail that they really didn't bother to put too many rails anywhere. But whatever. Like, we didn't need Wheatley to be able to follow us in most of Portal 2. We don't need Virgil to be able to follow us. Here we have a very large out of scale calculator, although maybe it's just a really old calculator that would have been that size. They were kind of ridiculously large, like all electronics in their early days. And now we're getting back into offices, and I suppose these offices look somewhat like where we started, but they've been a little bit more modernized. Be funny if it turns out we've gone in full circle, but I imagine what really we've done is they've just reused some art assets. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more photos on people's desks in these offices. Here we have a cube and broken glass. And here we have somewhat more modern desks with a projector. Yeah. I don't know who would really want to work in an office where there's a projector showing something all the time. That those usually are more closer to conference rooms, and most people typically don't even want to be in conference rooms. Here you have something interesting. Is this how the companion cubes are shipped or formed, or is this a prototype? What does that say? Can't quite read it. Target proof cube. Theft proof cube. Like, this, I think is supposed to be something, but I don't know what it's supposed to be. If maybe it was just a concept that they were working on for this community mod and they didn't get very far with it. Yeah, you kind of run into that problem, certainly. There's just a bunch of paper, I assume. That lots of things could have been concepts and not gone anywhere. Here you have a sink that wasn't ever used, a refrigerator that hasn't been used before. That's definitely some assets they got somewhere that didn't get optimized and overused like most 3D models in games. The Coke machines as a concept never played any role. We've just gone full circle and there's nothing in this building section as far as I can tell, unless we're gonna end up having to use an elevator.
Oh, there you are. I thought maybe somehow you managed to get lost. Anyway, we're almost at Aegis' part of the facility. Mind your head here. Those metal plates will hurt if they hit you. Can you believe it takes 6 of those plates to make 1 cube? Ridiculous.
So each one of those metal plates is a face of a cube. And that's a, suppose, a geometry joke. Although this really is just taking the ideas, though, that was shown in Portal 2 and repeating them. And at a certain point, it stops becoming, oh, this is a community mod, versus this is just a community mod that takes the same jokes and ideas of Portal 2 and repeats it. But on the other hand, you could say maybe this is approaching like a parody of Portal 2. A parody, not in a comedic way, but just a parody in we're gonna take the beats of Portal 2 and we're gonna put some new puzzles around it, and that's what we really care about here, is the puzzles. So, and once again, free game, so there's no reason to complain here. Alright. Drop that off the edge. I think I'm supposed to go over here and not just let that take me all the way under there. I think it probably would have killed me had I got down to that point. And then got all kinds of pathways potentially to come over here and grab a cube in case we need it. Then up and over and through. We've kind of gotten to the point where it's a little too much following action. It's a little slow at this point. But this very well may be the warm-up to something else. Let's see. Is there a reason we would have wanted to go over there? Guess that's our exit. It's not really doing a great job of showing you how these cube pieces, though, are getting turned into cubes. They just seem to go in here and get dropped. So unless we're going to see more, yeah, I just don't know. And yeah, if I'm crouching down, I feel like I'm as tall as the cubes are. Nope, it just blocks you. And it's just a far drop. Be free! I wouldn't be surprised if there was an achievement for potentially destroying a bunch of cubes. You could use cubes definitely to stack up and get to a higher place. I'm not seeing really where you would want to go. Like, is there really anything to see? Alright, here we go. Remember, we're trying to program the old...
What an impressive sight.
It has a big A around it. Security core, Aegis core access. Man, can't read. So yeah, instead of GLaDOS, Aegis. He would be the prime opportunity for Virgil to admit that he is Aegis and this has all been a trick. Or a bigger twist would be that I am Aegis, but then I'd have to be subconsciously controlling everything. See, I just don't think that would be what would happen. Aegis could be dead. That might be interesting. It's very, very dark.
Power's been cut off here, but I think I can help. Just give me a moment. Yes, that worked. Let's get going.
Where is he?
This reminds me of the day I ended up falling down into those junkyard offices. Dark room, no lights, hit the end of a management rail and down I went. Luckily I found you still alive in that vault or I'd have been stuck there forever. So, thanks for that.
I wonder if it's possible that Virgil was actually sent to get me. Now, the idea of a spooky, scary, dark room and portal, that doesn't really work for me. I just don't buy that. And see, almost every time here, I'm gonna have to ask, where is the flashlight coming from? Because I can't really see the source. So, like, we don't need this in the Portal series, because the Portal series is known for being bright, white, well-lit walls.
Careful.
And puzzles.
There's a hole in the floor ahead.
See, Virgil actually cares about people. That is the weirdest part. Every other core has been just insanely evil and malignant and want to kill everybody. Alright.
Just a bit further and we can get to the mainframe rooms.
So this is Aegis core, but maybe that means Aegis isn't actually in this facility, which seems to be totally shut down. Like, you'd think that there would be computer lights on, or some of these computer cores would be flashing. And this looks like some heavy duty, like, liquid cooling on server racks that we don't see GLaDOS needing or having.
There should be a lever near that door to open it up.
Danger.
You ready, Mel?
There we go. He doesn't even mention that you have a bit of trouble getting through that door. But it's all boarded up. Clearly people did not, even the humans didn't want other humans getting to Aegis. But something woke it up. This looks like we're going down. Ideally we would want to be going up always, although I guess up in this case is not an option. And this is probably a great point to start
Look,
Act 5.
I just wanted to say something. I couldn't have done any of this without your help. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be stuck down there in the junkyard offices. Probably my battery backup would have run out in a few days. So, thanks. So,
Few days.
let's get this done. Whatever happens, I believe in you. Really.
Wow.
Mechanic threat and mechanical threat number 1 detected in Central Hub. Countermeasures activating.
See, I wonder if he considers
Get to the
Virgil
floor,
a threat
we need
at
to turn on
all.
the power, unlock the doors, and replace the turrets. Once that's done, we should have a clear shot at Aegis.
The Aperture
Let's get
employee, guardian, and intrusion security. So lab generator access this way. Turret factory access this way. Are we actually going to have a bit of an open area where we have different options? Like, first and foremost, I think we've got turrets here that will shoot us for sure if we go. So we gotta change that first of all. So turret factory access is locked. Security access is locked. So it's not open world. We do have to go in a specific order. But it is a hub world, which saves a lot of backtracking. There really isn't any backtracking in Portal games because you're just always going linearly forward. Okay. I see a laser shot. So am I supposed to just run past these guys? I think that might be the solution because I don't know if there's really a good reason to potentially try and rush them. And I don't think there's any item we're supposed to collect. Here we have a non-working mirror, which might be a hint that we're a robot. Like, oops.
Look, Mel, I just wanted to say something.
Chapter 5 Intrusion.
I couldn't have done any of this without your help. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be stuck down there in the junkyard offices. Probably my battery backup would have run out in a few days. So, thanks. So, let's get this done.
Probably could
Whatever
crush myself
happens,
under that.
I believe in you. Really.
Organic threat and mechanical threat number 1 detected in Central Hub. Countermeasures activating.
Alright, so, in order to get to the Aegis core, we need to turn on the power, unlock the doors, and replace the turrets. Once that's done, we should have a clear shot of Aegis. Let's get going. Every vent in there is filled with those turrets. We pulled up every last one of them a long time ago.
So I guess that is an indication that all the turrets had been mostly picked up from all the testing facilities and there was just millions of them. Although I'm seeing lots of different objects. Oh, they're talking about the old turrets though. Not the new ones. Generator room. Or we could get on the tube. And I'm not sure getting on the tube actually does anything for us. It looks like down there is just a gaping hole. Like if I got on this inner tube and tried to spin around, I don't think it goes anywhere. Really? And they're just trying to be very careful so you can't place portals.
Only way that the security systems can come online is to turn on those generators. But according to my research, the manual startup is over in the control room for generator 2. And it's locked. The control room for generator 1 has a manual security override though. Give it a try. What's the worst that could happen?
So that's weird. Like, one security room unlocks another security room, which, I mean, that might make some sense security-wise, but it also seems like you're closer to adding video game logic than actual security. Let's see. Here we have what looks like a generator and electricity, stuff that you don't see in Portal 2. This is kind of out of line for the level of technology we see for Aperture Science, but it seems like Aperture Science in general has technology from all different ages and all different potential realities. Alright, so there's a wall here that I can put a portal on.
Hey, I was wrong. That was a bad idea. The security system's kicked in. You can't open the doors from the inside anymore. Hurry, find a way to turn that other generator on and then get out of here.
Okay. Seriously? Guess that's the way we're gonna do this.
You just... How did you...
Interesting. Right. Bot duct, 78 inches. Alright, let's see if we can figure out a shortcut here. Otherwise, this is going to be a lot of dodging and weaving. I mean, is there seriously no other platform? I don't think they mean for you to jump down in that area. Alright, well, whatever.
Hey, I was wrong. That was a bad idea. The security system's kicked in. You can't open the doors from the inside anymore. Hurry, find a way to turn that other generator on and then get out of here.
Okay, so let's let our energy refill since we have that Unreal Engine, Source Engine rechargeable energy.
Wait, you just... How did you... Well, I guess manual bypass does work, doesn't it? Good work. That's the first part. The security systems are now online. Oh, wait. I didn't think this through, did I?
And there. And there. They shut the windows. But that didn't get me where I wanted it to go. So am I supposed to jump? Hmm. So we've got to figure out which of these non-reinforced windows break. I don't think you make a jump that way. You can definitely make a portal over here on this wall, but I'm not sure that helps you much. Like with carefulness, I can get onto this platform, so sure. But I don't think that's gonna reach a switch. Let's see if we've got like invisible walls that would stop me from going forward. I think we probably do. In here, I'm not seeing any white sections. Yeah, pretty much invisible walls. I feel like it would be incorrect or wrong to assume that I'm supposed to shoot a portal back behind the live turrets. But that's about all I can figure. So we'll see what happens here.
Hey, I was wrong. That was a bad idea. The security system is kicked in. You can't open the doors from the inside anymore. Hurry, find a way to turn that other generator on and then get out of here.
Okay.
Wait, you just... How did you... Well, I guess manual bypass does work, doesn't it? Good work. That's the first part. The security systems are now online. Oh, wait. I didn't think this through, did I?
Okay. No portals over there. They don't seem to stay not locked on for very long. So alright, well, I don't know if that was exactly how you were supposed to do it, but we'll activate that.
Alright, now that we have the power turned back on, we need to go to the security room overlooking the bridge to the Aegis core. Now that the security doors have unlocked, we should be able to get there.
Okay. Was there any place you could put a portal? Yes, up there. Well, okay, we now know the solution. I did it the hard way. The easy way would have been to go through the roof. Let's keep that in mind. And then I think at this point we are now walking exactly back where we were. And now there is a wall here that wasn't here before. I'm not even sure this is exactly the same area. See, I figured we were going to end up doing something like this. See if we can kind of crouch through here and squeeze, and we did. And is there any reason to believe that these are... Thought that door was gonna be unlocked.
And alright, now that we have the power turned back on, we need to go to the security room overlooking the bridge to the Aegis port. Now that the security doors have unlocked, we should be able to get there.
Careful here, I don't want to fall to my death stupidly. It's kind of silly to have so much in the way, since that almost certainly was the path they meant for you to take. Maybe they had a slightly different idea. If I was really concerned, I'd probably be a little bit slower about that. I suppose I could have taken out those turrets and then it would have saved me a little bit of frustration. Are we gonna fall to our death? Let's jump over that part. And now we have a red barrier, which wasn't there before. Here we have failed on that form. So there might have been an achievement for getting shot.
I think that might not be as easy as I once thought. Aegis has done quite a bit of redecorating on these catwalks. Good thing you got a portal gun.
It's weird that multiple robots would be able to control the catwalks, but I guess not that weird. Like, I imagine.
Organic and mechanical target. Control over test chambers granted. Executing.
These things
Yeah.
are turrets?
Alright, we need to paint these guys blue. So these guys must not target as well. Yeah, their angle is not great. There we go. But again, this is something that was done completely to Portal in Portal 2 also. You use the blue goo, which we haven't used the blue goo in quite a while. Is there a reason to go into this puzzle and try and solve it? I don't think so. Also, I don't know if we could actually make a jump to get that way. Anyways.
Watch it. He's got another one coming. And I think this one took out the catwalks before. Avoid those turrets and get to the security room.
So we can get a bit of a sight up there to see what is going on. We need to shoot the blue, I think, probably more than anything else. If I could get a blue portal on a wall, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the solution. Using the goo from the previous test chamber, which that is a different thought. So I'm getting the blue goo in there. It's just not doing anything. Now I've got some blue goo in the extrusion chamber. See, the problem here is you can't run.
Execution number 1 failed. Preparing new ambush.
Watch it. He's got another one coming. And I think this one took out the catwalks before. Avoid those turrets and get to the security room.
Is there a way to just move? There's a lot of gray places where it wouldn't be surprising if you could put a portal somewhere. Right. So from this angle, you basically see nothing. From the catwalk, you can go this way and this way, which is basically saying nothing. So I think the trick is you've got to get that edge of a wall and then that edge of that. See, that would pull everybody. Which, I guess at that point, I can just pull myself forward. And where does that box take us? Well, I'm up here, and I didn't see a cube drop. But let's see. There's a couple different ways we could play this. We could suck ourselves. This just doesn't work, does it? Nope. We could make more bouncy sections and see if we could solve that. But I think that the real solution is probably to do this. Alright. And that puts us up here. And then we do have a working portal section here. So we're solving one or two of these portal puzzles using it. I've noticed on the top left here we're shooting a lot of we're doing a lot of quick saving. Right, that changes that to a pushing portal, which we may need that later. We'll see. Right, now the trick here is we don't want and we've got just like a little edge here that's splattered, which is not gonna be high enough. Alright, so that's a weird sound effect. Is there a way to get the blue where I need it to be? Or is this just forever doomed to only hit walls and edges? Yeah, because it's kind of hard to get these angles. And where they want it to paint. I'm hearing a lot of sound effects. I think what I probably need to do is go back and get the pushing portal to get myself up there. I'm not sure if I can even safely get to the edge or if I've messed myself up. But if I had the pushing portal... There we go. Just get a little angle on it. It doesn't work. Nor did that give me an achievement. Alright, that's annoying. Alright, well, let's see what happens when we jump to that. We fall to our death. So let's see where it loads us back in. Yeah, it loads us over here. Okay. There's a lot of sound effects that make me think that we would see some of the like monster Frankensteinian characters that we saw in the in Portal 2 would show up. The little ones with the cubes with legs, or the portals merged with cubes with legs. Like, you get that whole sound effect. Am I supposed to... Like, these doors don't just open. I mean... That's the way out, sure. But what triggers the way out? Because there's no buttons. Nothing like that. And the furthest portal I can put here shoots me that way. Is there a crazy wall over here where I can put a portal? No. You can't shoot a cube back up the tube, or shoot yourself back up a tube. I guess those all would be real considerations when making a portal level, is just where are the different ways someone could cheat the system. I wonder if this is the thing that makes the sound effect. Probably is. It's very clicky. Alright, well, you jump down here, and then you have that shaking effect. Again, that's cool. And then let's run back this way. The real question is there another hour worth of content here? Okay, I guess that's what we were supposed to be doing. Yeah, we just don't know. Like, notice how the game there shut off the portal? Portal 2 did that also at some point, when there's really no logical reason why that should have happened. It would have been funny if Virgil said, I shut off the portal so you could land, because otherwise you just get stuck against the wall and it's a pain.
Oh, great. You're there. There should be a switch around this room. Once you flip it, Aegis' main security systems will go down. Then it should be a straight shot to the core.
Okay, so let's go and save at this point. And we can see we are at Act 4 Core Access, even though they said this was Chapter 5. They're labeling things differently. We've been going an hour. I didn't get overly confused with too many puzzles, although I did have a decent amount of challenge on the puzzles I did do, and accidentally solved one puzzle a different way. But yeah, we're back into having fun. I suppose the best thing I could say is don't do like YouTubers do or tend to do in marathon games for hours and hours and play an 8+ hour day of recording and playing video games. Particularly in puzzle games, it is helpful to take breaks. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.